Oh, that was spicy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my stream. Oh my goodness, it's been a hot minute. Right now, instead of Dead by Daylight, I am going with a new one that I had found on stream recently called the Bloody Painter Dating Sim. I'm not much of a dating sim person, but I thought this was hilarious that it was literally a dating simulator, and I thought it would be honestly for a good time. And I and I really wanted to do what's it called? Hooked on You eventually, but I am kind of a weenie when it comes to dating sims. So I wanted to go scary and see if I could do this. If not, let's see what happens. Hmm? Oh, don't go towards the light. Oh, knee. Oh, is this in Chinese? See if this Zhongguo English. Changing the language will. Yep, perfect. Content warning. This game is not suitable for children. You agree that you are at least 13 years of age. This game contains some graphic scenes of violence, general CWs, or realistic gore, jump scares, oh god, starvation, realistic depictions of graphic violence, auditory gore, murder, death, dismemberment, graphic self-decapitation, ooh, realistic severed head. In the game, players can easily die. If you encounter a murderer, please call the police first. It's unrealistic to develop a romantic relationship with a murderer. Fucking bet. This is a romance game. Okay, back to the bright light. Ugh. With a severe headache, you wake up in an unfamiliar place. As you touch the bruise on the back of your head, it seems you were hit by something heavy before you lost consciousness. Heavy iron chain tied around your feet. Someone has trapped you here. I'm actually going to turn down the music just because I don't do well with jump scares. And I don't feel like crawling out of my skin. Just a little lot. Let's turn that down just a wee bit. You try to remember what happened before you lost consciousness, but you can't recall anything. Oh, that's why it said ni. Ni is for Mandarin. You. Okay, that makes sense. Let's invest. What voice should I get? Let's investigate the surroundings first. Honestly, I want to see if they have drugs in mattress. The drugs are usually under the mattress. There's a mattress on the floor. The mattress feels really hard to lie on. Where to investigate next? Okay, did the mattress. Let's look at the wall. The room is surrounded by four walls without any windows. It's weirdly cleaned up, and no ashes or sand can be seen. Looks like a prison built by a built by a germaphobe. Yep, I feel that. Where to investigate next? Did the wall. We did the mattress. I don't want to eat that. That looks like mealworms. Cell phone. No signal. I might be in a remote place or underground. Where to investigate next? Door? You peek through the keyhole, but you see nothing outside. I wonder where I am. I wonder too, like, did you. Meal. Sketty! We got some sketty noodles! Near the door, there's a serving of spaghetti with tomato sauce and a bottle of water. Also, a round plastic fork that's completely harmless was thoughtfully attached. It's still warm. It feels like it was sent here not long ago. Okay, so I investigated everything. I want to see the door again. Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, I'm gonna end the investigation. What's the next move? I'm gonna listen. You can't hear any sound other than your own breathing. The soundproofing in this room seems particularly good. Knock over the meal. Yeah. You make the room messy and dirty with food. Listen. You can't hear any other sound. Okay. Yeah. I kind of want to sleep. You lay on the bed. You try to sleep under this condition. Oh, I don't like that it's quiet. Maybe it's the fatigue caused by nervousness, but you still fall asleep. You open your eyes after hearing some noises. Yo! A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and looking at you with his head tilted. So he's just. Ooh. He looks extremely displeased. You notice the mop and bucket he brought with him. Sorry, man. I got angry. It's called what's it called? I got hangry. And I threw food all over the place, just like a freaking raccoon. Who are you? Why did you abduct me? He starts to clean up, ignoring your questions. After a while, the dirty room became clean, and he doesn't forget to spray alcohol everywhere to disinfect when he's done. Day 2, morning. First day passed. You feel very hungry. Yes, I feel very hungry. There has been no food or water sent in here since yesterday. Sometimes, when you're so hungry that your stomach hurts, you can only use your arms to press your stomach hard to relieve the pain. So just. The third day passed. There's a chill in your limbs, and you can't muster any strength in your hands and feet. You need to replenish calories to maintain bodily functions, or else you'll faint. Day 7, Jesus, so it's been a week. A week passed. You're lying on the bed in a daze when only one breath left. In a trance, you hear the sounds of the heavy gates being opened one by one. And then it's the footsteps getting closer to you. You feel that your body is in the air. It seems like someone has picked you up. You know what? Going off the grid here, I'm just going to go limp. And you think, it would be great if the police were coming to rescue. The possibility makes you fall asleep in peace. Is he going to throw me in the incinerator? But you never wake up again. Oh man, it only took me 5 minutes to die. We listen or we don't listen and we judge. We judge and we don't listen. Apparently, I killed my character within 5 minutes. Messy is unacceptable. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and skip through this. Ugh. Okay. I'm going to end the investigation. Yes. Next move. You know, I'm just going to yell for help. Go to sleep. Go sleep. Bedtime. All done. You lay on the bed. You try to sleep under this condition. Maybe it's the fatigue caused by nervousness, but you still fall asleep. It's my savior! Again, you're just staring at me, buddy. Oh, yo, this is a different one. He points at his prey. He points to the plate on the floor, like indicating that you should finish your meal quickly, thinking that the strange man might have poisoned the meal. You shake your head in fear. He looks quite distressed. He slowly speaks with a deep and steady voice. Ooh. What does that mean? Okay. Oh man, this is the alternate to the ring. "7 days. But if I rot, that means I don't have to go to work. If I rot, I can stay home. You know, it sounds like a win-win. What do you mean? So only I have 7 so I only have 7 days left to live? He nods, walks out of the door. Wait, you can't just leave me here like this. Please. Your cries can't stop the door from closing. He left me a whistle. Let's investigate the surroundings first. You know what? Let's look at the mattress. Nope, we're not ending. You peek outside from the keyhole. You see the shadow of a man walking around. Seems to be busy with something. What is he doing? It's a whistle in a bottle of water. Why can't I eat you? Fine. That's distressing enough. Please try to improve your survival rate within 7 days. Let's investigate and look around. Meal. Bastard didn't give me any food. You check the keyhole. Jesus. You seem to see something. You see that there is a vague figure at the end of the door. Observe quietly. You sense something wrong and realize what that is after narrowing your eyes. Oh, what the fuck? That is an artwork made of the human body. Not a human being, the human body. So that's the severed head. Okay. Jesus Christ. You got pretty blue eyes, though. The door open. You slowly push the door, and there's no trace of the strange man. First, you go into a room with large freezer, sink, and operating table. Then you open another heavy door. You find yourself in a room full of glass display jars. The jars are filled with specimens made from human body parts. I want to take these from my studio room. I think it would be nice if I had those for my workspace. I would love a human brain. Oh, he's just an artist who really, really enjoys body gore or body horror. It's like you're in an art museum. Could it be that he wanted to freeze me as material for a specimen artwork? You're thinking. You seeing this scene. Fuck! You know, I'm gonna admire. You look around and admire his work with relish. You look at them for 15 minutes straight. You hear a voice coming from the corner. It turns out that the man has been watching you from a blind spot behind the glass cabinet. Holy shit. You know, he's giving me Legion vibes. That's the big thing. He's giving me, like, Legion vibes. I like them. They're so beautiful. Oh my god. She is me. I am her. Send help. The man goes silent, with his head tilted for a couple of seconds. After hearing your comment, he seems to be thinking about something. No. No, I feel nothing at all. Honestly, this one right here is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Still trying to figure out this one. You think, aren't you talking about yourself? After you have a tour in his display room, he locks you back in the small room you were in. You go to sleep and end the day. Your survival rate increases. Fuck yeah. Okay, so I survive. Until noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being delivered. You're already starving. You're waiting for him to bring dinner, but what you get is not dinner. Instead, you hear the door was opened. A light shines through the crack of the half-open door, looking like an intriguing invitation. You open the door and walk into that light. You first arrived at the room with an operating table outside of the door. But this time, operating table is not empty. There's a defrosted human corpse on it. Ooh. The man pops out of nowhere. He unties the iron chains from your feet and hands the surgical knife in his hand to you. First. His voice tone sounds cold, like the kind of teacher who gives students hard questions on purpose. Attack humans. I can't do it. Um, if we're draining blood, it should be here or anywhere where a vein is, I believe. Let gravity do the work, so I'm just going to stab the corpse. Maybe beautiful works always come with some sacrifices. Uh, he gets close behind you. Oh my god! Behind your back and hold your hand. You're both holding the surgical knife like you two are cutting a cake together. A cake of viscera. With his hand, the lines you cut become smooth and clean. Oh my god, this is hysterical. You can smell ocean perfume on him. Oh my god. So hold a second. I have something that's really funny here. It's not ocean, but I do have fresh water from Bath and Body Works because I just thought it was really funny. Him and I have the same taste, I guess. Oh, you smell an ocean perfume on him due to how close you are. Hmm. It seems to be sprayed to cover up the smell of formalin. You can feel his warmth with your back, but his fingers are a little cold. He's focusing on cutting the corpse, and your hand keeps moving under his lead. He could have killed you or ignored you, but he didn't. You start to speculate that on the purpose of his behaviors. Could it be that he wants someone who can ignore the cruelty and process and understand him? You think. After the happy creative time, ends, you're locked in the room you were in. Oh man, this is Stockholm Syndrome, the game. You go to sleep and end the day. Cool. Noon. So he's starving me again. You're already starving. You notice that something is shining at the corner. A key? It seems like the man accidentally dropped it last night. You open the door with the key. You go past the operating table. You spent creative time together last night. The display room. Then you discover that there are unnatural, uneven marks from one wall to the next, to the corner. You find a trapdoor. After pushing the trapdoor, you see a normal basement storage room. At the corner of the storage room, you see a stair that goes up. Turns out that this really is an underground secret room. Hidden layer by layer with trapdoor. No wonder the sound insulation is so good. You walk up the stairs and see a heavy wooden board. You push it hard. He does like taxidermy! He catches your eye. What catches your eye is the interior of a cozy cabin. Then you realize the heavy wooden board you just pushed is the back of a bookcase. You look around and find that there are insect specimens everywhere in the cabin, and there is also a reindeer head specimen hanging on the wall. I love this. This kind of reminds me of the Everfree infection thing from My Little Pony that's been going on. I absolutely love Augie for this. But yeah, when you walk into the living room, oh, he's cute! You see a young man with a handsome face and a pale skin lying on the sofa. The ocean-scented perfume and the faint smell of formalin emanates from his body. It's him. He's the masked man who kidnapped you, but he is not wearing a mask at this time. His sleeping face has a ferocious expression. His neck is sweating, and he seems to be trembling. It looks like he's ill. At this time, you decided to... You know what? I don't know if I should stay and take care of him or if I should, like, take the opportunity to run. You know what? Since I called the Stockholm Syndrome the game, let's stay and take care of our captor. You can't bear to leave him alone, so you reach out and touch his forehead. Whoa, so hot. Try to find something that can cool him down. Let's investigate. Kitchen is spotlessly clean. See if we can find ice cubes in it. Ice water and place on the patient. Okay. Yes. Let's find out about him. It's good for a patient to sleep on the sofa, but you can't move him with your strength. I am a weakling. Where to investigate next? Hey, I have those specimens, actually. I have this one here, the blue bottle butterfly, and a horned beetle, some weevil beetles. That's a... Sorry, it makes me super excited because, like, I love insect specimens. It feels like he did them all. The workmanship of these specimens, it's quite exquisite. I mean, to be fair, I'm sitting in a room with butterflies behind me. So, and bug taxidermy is like one of those best. Sorry, one second. So insect taxidermy has a very special place in my heart, and I don't know why, but it's always so pretty. It's so delicate. Where to investigate next? I want these. I want those butterflies. Photo frame. There's a photo frame on the shelf. It's a photo of him standing at the entrance of Judicial Mental Hospital with a man in a doctor's robe. So he might not be a killer, but he might be mentally ill. October 1st, 1980. Let's try 1980. Okay, it's not the birth year, not the birth date. You know what? Yeah, I think that's it. This is water and stuff. Nice water placed on his forehead. You don't say he's a murderer. His sleeping face looks very harmless. After a while. Oh my god, his eyes are like. Because he's so monotone. I wanted to ask that myself too. No. Is there anyone weirder than you in this house? You can't help but bitch about him. You seem to see the corners of his mouth rising a little. Slightly for a few seconds, and then the atmosphere between you relaxes. He doesn't drink the cocoa you brewed for him. It seems that he is still a little wary of you. Can you tell me who you are? Bloody Painter. Okay. Even though what he told you was just a nickname, at least you know how to call him now. After the brief conversation on the sofa, he does not lock you back in the underground secret room. Perhaps staying to take care of him when he fell ill was enough to prove that you won't run away. You get up from the sofa and continue to look at his specimen decorations in the living room. He sits on the sofa, crosses his legs, picks up a book, and starts reading. Didn't plan on it, Chief. You sit on the sofa. Soon, a wave of sleepiness comes over you. Today, you fall asleep on the sofa in the living room, not in the cold underground secret room. My survival rate increased. Excellent. So, my friends, I think this actually continues part one of this series. I think this is really good so far. So far, my survival rate is increasing, and I killed my character within 5 minutes. So I think that's pretty good. But anyway, if you liked this video, please consider subscribing and liking this video, because I would really like to continue this going and just to have fun with you guys. I do video game content as well as art, as well as tattoos. So again, to ask you like I do every other time, remember, when in doubt, ask what mommy would do.